Video description. The world has been hit hard by previous pandemics, and while we have made significant progress in controlling deadly diseases, there are still many outbreaks that could potentially become pandemics and wreak havoc on the world. This video will explore 7 deadly outbreaks that have the potential to become the next pandemic and the steps we need to take to prevent them. Keywords: pandemic, outbreak, deadly diseases, viral infections, global health. Intro. Video starts with an opening shot of a busy city and somber music begins to play. Voiceover: the world has seen its fair share of pandemics throughout history. From the Black Death to smallpox, and most recently, COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic has taught us how vital controlling deadly outbreaks is for our global health and safety. Unfortunately, there are still many outbreaks that could potentially become pandemics and put millions of lives at risk. In this video, we'll explore 7 deadly outbreaks that could be the next pandemic. Cut to a graphic of the first outbreak. H31. Nipah virus. Voiceover: Nipah virus is a rare but deadly virus that first appeared in Malaysia in 1998. The virus is primarily found in fruit bats and can be transmitted to humans through contact with infected animals. In humans, Nipah virus can cause fever, headaches, seizures, and respiratory illness. The virus has a mortality rate of up to 75% and currently, there is no cure or vaccine. Cut to a graphic of the second outbreak. H32. Lassa fever. Voiceover: Lassa fever is an acute viral hemorrhagic illness that is endemic in West Africa. The virus is transmitted through contact with urine or feces of infected rodents, specifically the mastomys rat. In humans, the virus can cause fever, headaches, and muscle aches. In severe cases, it can lead to bleeding from the mouth, nose, and other organs. Mortality rates for Lassa fever can range from 1% to 15%. Cut to a graphic of the third outbreak. H33. Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, MERS. Voiceover: Middle East Respiratory Syndrome is caused by a coronavirus and was first reported in Saudi Arabia in 2012. The virus is transmitted through contact with camels or camel products and has a mortality rate of around 35%. In humans, MERS can cause fever, coughing, and shortness of breath. Cut to a graphic of the fourth outbreak. H34. Ebola virus. Voiceover: Ebola virus is a highly infectious and often fatal disease that has been responsible for several outbreaks in Africa. The virus is transmitted through contact with infected bodily fluids and has a high mortality rate of 50% to 90%. In humans, Ebola can cause fever, muscle weakness, and internal bleeding. Cut to a graphic of the fifth outbreak. H35. Chikungunya. Voiceover: Chikungunya is a viral infection that is transmitted through mosquito bites and first appeared in Tanzania in 1952. The virus causes fever, joint pain, and rash, and can produce long-lasting joint pain that can last for years. While chikungunya isn't usually fatal, it can cause significant disability and can be particularly dangerous for the elderly. Cut to a graphic of the sixth outbreak. H36. Zika virus. Voiceover: Zika virus is a mosquito-borne disease that was first reported in Uganda in 1947. The virus is transmitted through the bite of an infected Aedes mosquito. In humans, it can cause fever, joint pain, and rash. Zika is particularly dangerous for pregnant women as it can cause microcephaly and other birth defects in newborns. Cut to a graphic of the seventh outbreak. H37. Highly pathogenic avian influenza, H5N1. Voiceover: H5N1 is a type of bird flu that has a mortality rate of around 60%. The virus is highly infectious and can be transmitted from birds to humans. In humans, H5N1 can cause fever, coughing, and respiratory problems. The virus was first reported in Hong Kong in 1997 and has caused several outbreaks in Asia and Europe since. Outro. Video ends with a shot of a medical worker in protective gear walking away. Voiceover. These deadly outbreaks are just a few of the many potential pandemics that could threaten our global health. By taking preventative measures and investing in research and education, we can work towards a safer and healthier future for everyone.